I want some people to get in here, but something's happening. Something big. I think something big's going down. Uh, Biden and Harris dropped what they're doing, and they're rushing back to the White House. So, and I study people, and I study their habits, and I study what they do. And Biden don't just drop what he's doing and rush back to the White House for. Actually, it's the first time I've heard of it even happening. But him and Harris both are rushing back to the White House, and so something's going down. And you need to think about this: Christmas is coming up, a Christian holiday. We're fixing to have and that's when terrorists like to attack, by the way. Also, is on holidays. Also, we're fixing to have a big power transition, and they're doing everything they can to just, in my opinion, to mess things up as much as they can before Trump gets in there. I mean, it's hard to believe they could do any more damage than they already have, but they can. They can do a lot of damage. So, I'm just very curious why it's Biden and Harris rushing back to the White House. What's going on? So, that right there tells me something is going on. And this could be serious. So, keep prepping for sure. Make sure you keep prepping. And get your house in order. Make sure you're spiritually fit. Get as physically fit as you can. And yeah, I'm wearing my wife's shirt because I've been sick. All mine are sweated up. Hey, howdy, Chucky. Good to have you here. But so, with Biden and Harris rushing back to the White House, dropping their vacation, their Christmas vacations, something's going on. I believe it's something big. Are they going to pull something themselves? No, it's not a Christmas party. Are they going to pull something themselves? Or is something happening? I'm married to a very beautiful young lady. So, some of the things people say, man. Yes. You know what? I'm going to answer that question. Yes, I do. Wow. Come on, guys. We're trying to be Christian here and be civil. And I ain't got no moderators in here now, so y'all are just going to wreak havoc. But anyway, so I feel something big's going down. I really do. We got all this drone activity, like that's normal. And then now we got Biden and Harris rushing, they're leaving and rushing to the White House. Y'all better watch that, because when my moderators get in here, they'll get y'all. But anyway, I'm glad y'all here though. I appreciate y'all. If y'all could hit the like button and please subscribe, that'd be awesome. But what's happening, I don't know, but I truly believe something big is happening for all of them to be rushing back to the White House like that. Chuck said, I walked hills and mountains for a few days with all my kit and rucking in the cold and wet with limited water and calories. For me, that's how I stay fit, but I tell you, I wouldn't want to do war. That is awesome. That's awesome, Chuck. That's really the way to do it. That's a great way to do it. I love your ears. Come on, man. Anyway, so But that's a great way to do it. It really is. Me, I've been ill, but I foraged for I dragged. I've been sick for 9, 10 days. Bad. I think I got the COVID. But I drug myself out of the bed, and when little Miss Prepper gets home, she's gonna. I YouTube got on to me. I got to take a little piece out of that video. But when she gets home, she'll fix it and put it up, and I'll show you how I went from couldn't get out of the bed to I could throw some hands right now, man. And after, and what I did was, I literally videoed the whole process. But what I did was I went out there and foraged some wild edibles. I boiled them up, drunk the broth, and it was wild garlic. And I can't remember the name of the other plant, but the one plant that I foraged, it has 7 times the nutrition of spinach. So, and there's never been no pesticides, no chemical fertilizers, no nothing put on that stuff. So I felt like I was knocking on death's door. I was taking man-made medicine, wasn't doing nothing. But then, come on, this is my wife's shirt. I've been sick. All my shirts are all sweated up, and I can't wear them, so gotta wear my wife's shirt. Actually, it's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. Normally I wear camouflage and all, but I've been so sick, I've been having to change like my shirts 3 times a day from sweating. So, but I'll tell you what, I went out there and I foraged those wild edibles, and man, 5 hours later, I'm up. I'm on YouTube, and I'm feeling a lot better. Now, the whole time I was taking Tylenol and NyQuil and just throwing everything at it man-made. Nothing was working. Nothing. And I don't know. I guess God told me to do it. I don't know. But I just said, man, I got to get some real nutrition. I got to go out and get some wild edibles. So I drug my rear end up out of bed and went out there and picked them wild edibles and cooked them. And that video will be up tonight. And that's the way to go. Because after I drunk the broth from it, because I couldn't even keep no food down, but I drunk the broth from the wild edibles. I had this cup here. I filled it up. Still got a little bit in there, But I filled that up with the broth from it. I drunk it. That settled in real good. Then I ate the rest. And I don't take anything now. Nope. I'm not ever taking no man-made medicine again. I'm not doing it. I'm only going to do, I don't even know what that. I'm only going to do plants. I'm literally going to make plants my medicine, because it was like a miracle. I know it was people praying for me also helped. Maybe the prayers gave me the wisdom to go and pick those wild edibles. And so I'm just ignoring you dummies in the chat. I'm ignoring that crap. But I'm feeling a lot better. But I'm glad I am feeling better because Biden and Harris has rushed to the White House. Something's going on. And I'll tell you something else for you Bitcoin guys. I don't trust that crap, but it's really taken off. BlackRock bought up a lot of Bitcoin, and in my opinion, BlackRock is an evil company. It's just my opinion. And but hell, Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, they're taking Bitcoin now. You can buy stuff with that. So that's the way that's going. But I don't trust it. If the grid goes down or something, how in the world are you going to get access to it? So, and if I was wealthy, I would buy some gold and silver, but I can't afford that. But also, you cannot eat gold or silver. Okay, it's only worth what somebody's willing to trade you for it. So you need to start putting food back and understand that the more you know, the less you need. The more you know, the less you need. Robert said you should support Bitcoin. It is not monitored by the government. Okay, cool, man. I didn't know that. See, I'm not a tech guy. I'm just a blunt force trauma guy. I live in the woods. I eat weeds and hunt my own food. Rarely do I go to the grocery store. Last 10 days, I've been knocking on death's door. I think I got the COVID. I really do. But like I said, I went out there and foraged those wild edibles, and woo, man, that got me up out of bed, and here we are. I'm having a hard time reading this. I can't keep up with the chat. So, anyway, nice to meet you too. Let's hope you have power or a place to use it, because if the grid goes down, you won't have nothing. Now you see it, now you don't. Absolutely. I agree with that. Out here, I run off solar. So everything out here, like my battery just went dead in my light. I got to change it out. I'll show you. I run off solar. Oh man, let me get. I charge these batteries right here, and that's what I use for my lighting. Works great. And once you have your solar set up, it doesn't cost anything. And like I said, I charge these up. It's Ryobi. I happen to like Ryobi for some reason, but I charge these up off my solar, and that's the lights that I have in here. Everything in here runs off solar. So the grid goes down, and it's not an EMP or a solar flare and fries my solar. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. I really don't know. I'm kind of ignorant. I had a buddy of mine that come set it up for me. All I know is he got the panels from Harbor Freight. So whatever kind Harbor Freight sells, that's what he got. Because I'm really not a tech guy. If it messes up, I literally have to call him. But it's kind of hilarious. We got all kind of different batteries hooked up to any battery I can get a hold of. He hooks it up. The more batteries, the more power I can store, the better. And I got a lot of them, doing pretty good. I learned as long as I'm careful with the electricity, I don't have a problem with it. And I do have a gas generator for backup, just in case. I've only had to use it one time, and that was during a hurricane. But something big's going down, so y'all need to get ready. You need to get ready, because Biden and Harris rushing back to the White House like that, That's not normal. And you got Christmas coming up, Christmas holiday. Something can happen. And, we're fixing to have the transition of power. And, there's a lot of very unhappy people about the outcome of this election. I'm not one of those people. I'm actually glad that Trump won, really. But, I'm not a yay, Trump guy, but I'd rather have Trump than I would this other administration, that's for sure. Because ever since this other administration's been in here, man, they have really wreaked havoc on our country. They've let a lot of criminals in here, and the price of everything's gone crazy, and it's just been all bad. It's just been all bad. So I'm not a fan of what's going on right now, and they still got time to do a lot of damage. Yeah, I believe it. I think we're past the point of no return, really. I think there's so much damage done to our country that we're past the point of no return. So we shall see. But so what you need to do, I have a playlist of wild edibles, but you need to study the plants that grow naturally around you. The ones you don't got a garden, the ones that everybody just walk by and thinks are weeds, and learn which ones you can eat. Cause you eat the wrong plant and you will get very sick or worse. But you will be surprised how many of these so-called weeds are actually better for you than any of the stuff you can buy in the grocery store. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, I have a garden. And my wife she raised rabbits. But I found it easier just to get my pellet rifle, because I live out in the woods. I found it easier just to get my pellet rifle and just go shoot a rabbit than it is to have to buy rabbit feed or grow, because rabbits love sweet potato leaves and banana leaves and banana tree leaves. But, you got to take care of them. And I'm coming to find out that instead of growing, because I used to grow these huge gardens and have all these chickens, I had all this stuff. And it was just so much work. And while I was gardening, I'm looking around and there's just weeds that I don't have to water. I don't have to fertilize. I don't have to put pesticides. No, nothing. And I actually got more nutrition in them than the plants that I'm growing. But I still grow me some tomatoes and things like that. But the wild edibles, that's the way to go. You don't have to water them. You don't have to fertilize them. You don't have to worry about bugs. God grows them for you. They're there just for you to eat. So the more you know, the less you need. Because you can prep all the food you want. But eventually you will run out. And I'll make a big suggestion. If you're prepping food, you definitely need to get a way to defend it. If you're holding something when other people don't have it, you're going to be a target. So you must defend what you have. And me personally, I'm a Christian. I read the Bible. I've read Revelations. I know how this ends. And I truly do believe we are in the last days. Hey, Sheldon S., eat the weeds. Greetings from Ohio. Awesome. Look, this is my wife's shirt because I've been sick and I've been sweating bad. So this is the first and last time I'll ever wear a pink shirt. I'm not that guy. Okay. So it is what it is. Now I don't do drugs. That stuff makes me paranoid. But I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I can't do it. It makes me paranoid. All right, now we got a mod in here. Thanks, Moose Man. I'm glad you're in here. Yeah, old Biden and Harris has rushed back to the White House, so I think something might be going on. I don't know about that. You know, you could say weed's not a drug, but you know, I want to be careful what I say. You know how YouTube is, but a lot of hard drugs are grown from plants, poppy plants, cocoa plants. So yeah. Thank you, Moose Man, for setting them straight. Thank you for that. So I just wanted to come on here and say, look here, man. When Biden and Harris drop what they're doing and rush back to the White House, something's going down. Now, I'm not one of these fear mongers. You can watch my channel. I'm not that guy. But the things that has been happening lately, something's happening, and you know it could be huge. So you need to get your house in order, ASAP. ASAP. You need to get your house in order. Yeah, thank God, Moose Man. Well, yeah, SB, that could be so, but you know, look what they use poppy and turn it into. So I can't smoke that stuff. It makes me paranoid. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I got post-traumatic stress disorder. I could go down in Florida because it's legal here, but it makes me paranoid. It's just not. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I even quit taking my post-traumatic stress disorder medication. I have a video of me pouring it in the garbage. I'm not. No more big pharma for me. After the COVID and big pharma showed its true colors, I'm not doing it. I'm done with it. And like I said, I was on death's door, taking NyQuil, Tylenol, ibuprofen. Man, my wife was throwing everything at it. Nothing was helping. I crawled my butt out of the bed. I went out there, rounded me up some wild edibles, wild garlic, boiled it up, drunk the broth, ate it. 5-6 hours later, from couldn't even hardly get out of bed, feeling like I'm dying, to now, hell, I could throw some hands. I'm not 100%, that's for sure. No, I'm not. Like, I could barely read the chat. Somebody put, you're crazy. Yeah, probably so. But I won't argue with you about that. Who ain't crazy? Really? Yeah, I love that Bible stuff. The part of war we are. Okay. God put every plant for man to use on earth. Yes, he did. Absolutely. Anything Moose Man says, I agree with because he is my mentor. And I really look up to him. He's a good friend. And he's a very wise. And he has a lot of life experiences. So anything that he puts on here, I absolutely agree with. Absolutely 100% agree with him. But I don't smoke weed because it makes me paranoid. I'm just saying. I got post-traumatic stress disorder, and I smoke that weed, and it's like that movie Friday. I mean, looking all around, and I can't do it. Heart beating. I just can't handle it. It makes me paranoid. But, so, it's for some people, whatever, you do you. America, it's a free country for now. So, you do you. Me, like I said, I can't do it. It makes me paranoid. So, I don't know what's happening, but something's happening. When them two knuckleheads drop what they're doing and rush up to the White House, something's happening. I don't know what, and I really would like to know, and I'm going to be listening and looking out, and you got to earn my trust, to be a mod. It takes a while to be a mod. But I don't know what's happening. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say this. I don't know what's happening, but I feel something big is happening. Because if you got old Biden and Harris rushing to the White House when all they do is just vacation, and something's happening. So you need to get ready, fully fit, and get your house in order. Make sure you got plenty of water. If you're new to prepping, water, and then a water filtration system, and then locate water around you. Then you start stocking up on food. Canned food is fine. Rice, beans, that's fine. And then once you get plenty of that, then you go for that long-term food like Patriot and nutrient survival and all that. Moose Man, Genesis 1:29 is where God gave us all the plants. Amen, Moose Man. Absolutely. Amen. And that's facts, because, I felt like holy hell, and I went out there and I picked what people think are weeds, and I made that broth and drunk it, and you've seen how sick I've been, and I've been throwing everything at it, but I drunk that broth, and I ate them weeds, the wild edibles, and man, I can say I'm feeling pretty good. Now, am I 100%? Nope. But definitely feeling a lot better, that's for sure. So, I personally think that something, I just feel it in my heart. I could be wrong. So, take it with a grain of salt. But, with Christmas coming up, a Christian holiday, and with this change of power about to happen, it's not going to hurt just to be ready, just in case something does happen. As far as I know, with them rushing back to the White House, something may be happening right now. I don't know. Now, if everyone, I would appreciate it if y'all would subscribe to the channel. That's a goal of mine, is to have subscribers. It's free, doesn't cost anything. You just subscribe to the channel. And because normally, once I'm not sick, if I keep going on this road, like tomorrow, I'm going to make another video. I can't wait till Miss Prepper gets home to be able to post a video up. What made me feel better. Because I had it up, and then YouTube said I got to take something out of it. So I'm like, oh, man. And it was really doing good. So when she gets home, she'll put that little part out of it, and I'll put it back up. Moose Man said the government is flying drones using the cover story of looking for nuclear test materials that went missing. I am not buying it. Moose Man, if you're not buying it, I'm not buying it. They're up to something. Something is happening. Something is going on. I can feel it. I don't claim to be 100% sane, because I don't know anybody that is. But I just got this feeling, man. I just got this feeling that yo, you need to get your house in order. You need to get organized. You need to get ready. That something's about to happen. And, maybe this whole drone thing and everything, this is they're staging for something. Who knows? Maybe they're going to pull something to keep from Trump getting in there. And if they do that, it's probably going to be a civil war. And I promise you, you may think you want a civil war, but no, you don't. No, you don't. Do we need a civil war? Probably. But it would be terrible. So many women and children and old people would suffer that we don't need that. We need rational, cool heads to prevail. And until the power transitions, they're still doing stuff. Biden's pardoned more people than all the presidents put together. He's pardoned over 8,000 people. He's pardoning stuff that ain't even happened yet. He pardoned his son. So, it was amazing. When that laptop thing first come out, a lot of people saying Russian disinformation. I was like, no, I don't believe that. I believe it's all. Come to find out, it was real. So, and I had a man that I really respected and liked a lot, but he just kept saying, oh, no, that's not real. It's Russian information. I'm like, no, bro, I think you're wrong. And he got mad at me. Now he won't even talk to me. And come to find out I'm right, and he still ain't talking to me. I don't know what's going on. I grew up in a time where we could disagree but still be friends. I grew up in a time where you could fight each other and then you were best friends. What's happening? It's like, when I was a kid, all I wanted to do is get a car. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get my license. These kids nowadays, they don't even want to get driver's license. And so a lot of our youth, not all of them, but a lot of them are soft. And they got everything prepared for the draft. Ellen is a very intelligent man and a constitutionalist. Awesome. Hey, Ark Wild Man Survival, I subscribed to your channel. I watched one of your videos, and commented, and when I have time, I'm going to watch more of them. He has a great channel. I recommend people subscribe to his channel. He's got a good channel. He's got good information on there. Yeah, I live in an 8x10 bunker. I got post-traumatic stress disorder, so I have to live this way. That's all there is to it. I cannot live in no apartment complex. I can't live in no trailer park. I have to live out in the woods in a bunker. Surrounded by dogs. It is what it is. So, that's a post-traumatic stress disorder, and I have to feel safe. In an apartment complex, I would lose my mind. In a trailer park, I'd lose my mind. In a city, I just couldn't. Hell, I done lost my mind, really, but, I just could not do it. So, thank y'all. Thank you for subscribing, man. Yeah. He's got a great channel, Moose, man. That's a great channel. I watched one. I had enough time to watch one of his videos, and I've been talking a little to Miss Prepper. She's on her way home. Things are going on, but he's got a great channel, man. So I recommend y'all subscribing to his channel. It's really good. If somebody wants to drop his link, that's cool. But I subscribed. I checked it out. Great channel. I like it. I like it a lot. That's the kind of stuff I'm in. Oh, Trooper says, I love Joe Biden and the Democrats. I feel sorry for you. But anyway, such is life. That still don't mean we can't be friends. But you do you, right? If you're all about letting all these criminals in our country and all these weird things going on, hey, more power to you. Maybe you'll see me on the battlefield if the thing turns into a civil war, which I pray it does not. But it could. It could. I'll tell you something else, too. There's this movie called Homestead coming out. I am really looking forward to that. It's coming out on Christmas, and I'm looking forward to that movie. I really want to see it. I think it's going to be a good movie. I normally don't talk about movies or nothing, but I'm a homesteader myself, and I'm a prepper, homesteader. Actually, prepping leads to homesteading because eventually you will run out of preps. So you better know how to grow food. You better know, the more you know, the less you need. Yeah, no trolls, no trolls. The more you need, yeah. Now I'm old Southern redneck. It is what it is. But the more you know, the less you need. Yep, Moose Man. Moose Man is a homesteader and a survivalist. Amen. I'm a homesteader, survivalist, and a prepper. The reason why I prep is just in case something was to happen and I could not go out and forage. So that's why I do put back food and water and way to filter water and seeds just in case something happens to where I can't go out and forage. Such if we get nuclear attack and a nuclear fallout, lands everywhere, you can't eat that stuff out there. Then all you have is your preps. But you need to prep wisely. I wouldn't suggest going out and maxing out your credit cards and doing all that, but just prep, slow and steady. Just prep what you can afford. If you buy a can of something, buy 2 cans. Eat one. When you eat one, buy 2 more. Before long, you will have a lot of food put back. Ask me how I know. Because I'm good with my preps. And my preps, I will only use them when I cannot forage and I cannot hunt or fish. The wonderful thing about foraging is you don't have to hunt it down and chase it and beat it in the head and kill it. You just go there and pick it, put it into something, cook it and eat it. It's really sin. Okay. Moose Man said, I don't like the term prepper. I like being prepared to survive. Yeah, that is true. I agree with you with that. The only reason why I put all American prepper is because everybody started calling survivalists preppers. And I'm like, so I just went along with it. Because I really am a survivalist. I'm just ready, But I put the prepper in there because, that brings people to the channel and they want to know. Yeah, Moose Man. Cannibalism is the last resort if you ask the Donner family. Absolutely. And don't think that that's not going to, if you do your history, it's happened before. Cannibalism has happened before. In India, quite some time ago, it got so bad to where the men could not go to sleep because someone would steal their children and eat them. Do your research. Find out. I'm not lying. I don't lie. So, you may think, oh, there ain't nobody going to eat nobody. Well, I beg to differ. Hey, do what you got to do, man. That's so funny. Dog is good, but cat is sweeter. Hey, that's another thing too. Look, the grid goes down, everything goes to hell. People that do have pets that actually love their pets and just can't eat their pets, they're just going to turn them loose. So all you got to do is just walk out in the road and go, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. See? My dog come right to me. And there's food right there. Now, that would be my last resort. Now, I would hate to eat a dog because I like dogs. Cats, no. I eat Chinese food, so I've probably eaten cat before. But this dog right here, he catches hogs. We got so many feral hogs out here, it is beyond ridiculous. I'll eat anything. Yeah, he's a good dog. I'll lease hunt him, though, because I had dogs when I was young and stupid get killed. Jump too big of a hog that'll hurt him. And there's so many feral hogs out here that they're a nuisance. They get in my garden. They tear the place up. Everybody out here just... Some of these people out here just shoot them and just leave them laying right where they're at. I mean, they're a menace out here. So, we won't starve out here for a little minute, because there's so many hogs out here. And I have deer literally walk through my yard. And if I want a deer, my wife can just drive a truck. I don't know why, but that woman, she just can't drive without hitting a deer out here. I got all my hunter friends talking about, man, I crawled and did this and did that, and I got that deer. And I'm like, just let my wife drive your truck, man. This is a Christian channel, so that crap don't fly here. Communist dude, absolutely. This is a Christian channel. We don't play that. Moose Man says, I have deer and wild hogs all around here. Yeah, same here, man. You know where I'm at, man, and I don't know what's going on, but used to, it wasn't like this. It wasn't hog and deer all around here like it is now, but man, these hogs is just wreaking havoc out here. Deer everywhere here, but we ain't allowed to hunt them. Well, I'll tell you what, the grid goes down and you get starving, you ain't gonna care about whether you're allowed to or not. You gonna eat them. I can bank on that. When there's no rule of law and it's total chaos, all the big game is going to be hunted to extinction. That's why I'm a big advocate of a pellet rifle. Because, all North American birds are edible. And, with a pellet rifle, you can hunt birds, rabbits, squirrels. They don't make a lot of noise. The ammunition is very inexpensive. You can go to Walmart and get a $50 pellet gun and it'll do the job. I mean, they sell these awesome high dollar pellet guns, but just a cheap one will work. And, you just take care of it and it'll last you a good while. I have a pellet gun I've had since I was a kid and it still works great. But yeah, there's a lot of places, that's another reason why I like to live out in the woods. I couldn't live in the city, man. I would lose my mind. Yeah, Art Wild Man, absolutely right, 100%. Chicken tastes like spotted owl. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have truly been hungry. So most people haven't truly been hungry, but I have. I mean, I've gone days without eating, and I come to find out that I'll eat just about anything. That's facts. Now, if you're going to eat grasshoppers, you need to cook them. Cook that grasshopper before you eat it, you will get tapeworms. But I'll eat anything. I'll do whatever I got to do to keep me and my family alive. And that's all there is to it. I'll do whatever I got to do. We have the great tribulation to go through yet. Yes, we do, Moose Man. I absolutely agree with you. And I do believe that we are getting very close. I mean, just look what all's going on. Look what all's going on in the world. I think we're getting close. I really do. So I just wanted to come on here. You know, I usually do long lives, but I'm still feeling a little ill. So I've just been doing short lives today as I can do them, you know, until I wear down. But still a little from being sick. But what I wanted to do is really tell y'all, look, man, this could possibly be a serious thing when old potato head Biden and camel toe Harris drops what they're doing and rush into the White House. And I do believe that I don't think they're done with their antics. And I do believe that they are going to try to pull something to keep from Trump being able to get in power. I believe that. I just feel it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope everything transitions smoothly. I really hope that, because I have children, I have grandchildren, you know, I have people I love. I don't want to see people go through and suffer. But I really don't think it's going to be a smooth transition. I really don't. And, you know, on Christmas, something may happen. We are in critical times, hard to deal with. Absolutely, Moose Man. Hey, Box Heavy Boy, what do you think about the tariffs and the current state of our economy? Our economy is terrible. I mean, everything is so expensive. You know, I normally work full time. You know, I had to take some time off because my mom had cancer. She passed. But right before she passed, my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and he did 3 tours in Nam. That's a man's man right there. And the cancer got him, you know, and I had to take care of him. Nobody else could or would. So I had to take a long time off work. So my dad passed here recently. So I go back to work, and what I do? I get sick as a dog, man. I've been so sick. I thought I was gonna die. My neighbor is a nurse, and my wife was begging me to go to the hospital. She went and got my neighbor, and my neighbor's like, you need to go to the hospital. And I'm like, I felt so bad that I'm like, nope, I'll lay here in this bed and die before I get up and get in a vehicle and ride uptown and sit in the emergency room. I'd rather die than go. That's how bad I felt. Until I went out and picked those plants and cooked them and drunk that broth from them plants and the nutrients and everything from it. I don't know. It just really, wha-bam! I mean, man, I'm feeling so much better. So that right there, from now on, because I was taking, you know, man-made medicine, Tylenol, all that garbage, but I'm not doing that anymore. From now on, I recommend everyone here find them an herbologist, someone that knows plants, and preventive maintenance with them. That's what I'm going to do. Because, I know certain things like turmeric and garlic, and, I know that's good for you. But I'm not a herbologist. I'm just a forager. I know how to anything in the southern hemisphere. You can drop me off anywhere in the southern hemisphere. This, I can even forage in the city. There's plants there too. You just got to know what you're doing. So you could drop me off practically anywhere in the South, and I could survive just off wild edibles. And then I could take my boot laces out because I wear boots most of the time, and I got paracord for laces, and put me some snares out and catch me some squirrels. I can make it. And those are the kind of skills that it's just nice to know, you know. It's nice to know that if I was somewhere, something happened, EMP, solar flare, whatever, anything that and I do know a lot of plants in the north too, but I try to stay in the southern hemisphere. That way I don't have to deal with that snow in the winter, and pretty much all there is to eat then is the inner layer of pine trees and animals. I mean, there's people that, yeah, I definitely, oh, awesome, D goats. Yeah, that's what I do too. Yep, I use paracord for shoelaces. It's great because you can cut that, pull them cords out, and still lace your boots back up. They work great. You look like a wizard in a cool way. Yeah, yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. That's cool. I like that. But no, I am kind of a wizard when it comes to wild edibles. I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. My ex mother in law is the one that got me started in foraging. And I love that woman. She's no longer with us, but man, was she awesome. But she taught me for the basics of foraging. And then, I took classes and stuff, and I'm really pretty good at it. And no, man, we don't do no races there. Thank you, Moose Man, for getting that out of there. We don't play that. Goat says, also have a paracord bracelet, can keep 100 foot of paracord in my EDC bag. Yes, I got a paracord. My mama, actually, before she passed, she bought me a couple of those paracord bracelets that's got the little compass on it and a little striker to start a fire, and I will cherish them for the rest of my life. I absolutely will cherish them for the rest of my life. Now, normally I go for hours, okay? And, all right, bye, Tiger. Good job, Moose Man. But, normally I go for hours, but I'm still feeling run down and all. And I gotta rest up. Yep, we have people of all colors and backgrounds here, so no racism. So racism is a Democrat thing. Yeah, no racism here. None. It will not be tolerated on this channel. You will be kicked out of here forever. We don't do that. We all bleed red. We are one race, the human race. Just, I know evil white people. I know people of all colors, and I know people of all colors that are good. And my neighbor nurse just happens to be a different color than mine. And she helped me take care of my mother when she was dying, when I had no one else, when no one else would help me. And half my family's mixed. So there is no, and I love my nieces and nephews, and there's no, people are like potatoes. Peel it off. Absolutely, Billy. Yep. All pink. All red. Amen. That's true. You go to a burn unit, if somebody's burned up, doesn't matter what race they are, the skin color is the same. Once it heals back. But yeah, we don't do that. So we're coming up on an hour. I normally go for a long time, but I'm just, I'm not 100% yet. And I got a lot of people, encouraging me to do the long ones like I normally do, and I will. I just not 100% yet. But so I'll probably rest a little bit, go out there and get me some more plants and boil them up and eat them, get me that other kick of energy going, and get back on here. But I wanted to come on here and just let you know, look here, man, this could be serious with them two just dropping what they're doing, rushing back to the White House. So when you got Camel Toe and you got Potato Head Biden and Camel Toe Harris dropping what they're doing and rushing to the White House, something is happening. You could take that to the bank. Something is happening. There's no doubt about it. I can assure you of that. So if you're lacking in anything, I would go out and get it now. Try to fill in your gaps and make sure you got a way to defend it. If you can't defend it, someone's going to take it. Okay. Yeah, ammo, whatever you need. And I'm one of those guys that no matter how much I get, I feel it's not enough. Because I think things is going to get real very soon. It's already getting real. Look at the price of everything. Just go and go to the grocery store. That's why I forage, because it's free and it's more healthy for you. That's why I hunt. It's free. It's more healthy for me. I know what I'm eating. Absolutely. Trespassers, Moose Man said, trespassers will be fed to his pet wolf. Yep. Trespassers will be fed to my dogs. See, I got to go. There's little Miss Prepper. Y'all stay dangerous. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay spiritually fit. And have a blessed evening. A little later when I get some rest. Thank you for being here. And please subscribe. It's the same thing. Me and my wife, it's not that I'm worried about her cheating on me or any of that, but she always lets me know where she's at, when she's, it's a safety thing. That way, if she comes up missing, I know where to start looking. And I do the same with her. She knows where I am all the time. That way, if something happens, she knows where I'm at. So we're coming up on the hour. I appreciate y'all being here. Please subscribe. I'll try to come back on. I just need to get a little rest and all. I know I seem a little energetic, because that stuff I made helped a lot. So keep your head on a swivel. Keep your powder dry. Keep your faith in God strong. Amen, Moose Man. And with that, have a blessed evening. Thank you, Moose Man. Love you, brother. And please subscribe.